Lesson 10-2. Our objective here is to find the area of a triangle. Well, here we have a parallelogram, and we know that the area of a parallelogram can be found by multiplying the base times the height. Well, we can take this parallelogram and we can actually break it into two pieces. We can divide it into two equal pieces. So we can just take right along there and break it into two triangles. So here we have one triangle and here we have another triangle. Well, if we know that the entire area here is equal to base times the height, then we know that each of these triangles, the area will be equal to 1/2 of the area of the whole parallelogram, or 1/2 base times the height. So our area for a triangle is equal to 1/2 base times height. So let's say if we take one of these triangles and just look at it by itself here. So if we have this triangle right here, and we know that the area is 1/2 base times the height. So here we would have the base of our triangle, and the height is going to be the distance from the base to the highest point on that there. So our height would be to this point right here, the longest distance between the base and that point right there. So this is the height. So again, our area would be 1/2 multiplied by the base and multiplied by the height, where this is the base and this is the height. So let's take a look at an example here. Here we have a triangle. We have a right triangle with a base of 30 inches and a height of 24 inches. And when we have a right triangle, we know that this leg right here of the triangle is the highest spot from the base to that highest point there, and that is 24 inches. So we can say that area equals 1/2, and our base is 30 inches, multiplied by our height of 24 inches. So let's just start working through this. So we can multiply 30 times 24, and 30 times, if I work that out, 30 times 24 is 720. Our 1/2 still stays, and that's going to be our area. So 30 times 24 is 720. We're still taking 1/2 of that. And 1/2 of 720 is 360. Those of you, those skateboarders and snowboarders out there will know that. And area, so in this case, area equals 360, and inches, square inches. Again, we're still, when we're looking for area, we measure that in square units, in this case inches, so 360 square inches. Let's take a look at a second example here. And here we have a triangle that looks a little bit different than we might see some other times. And again, our area, 1/2 base times the height. Well, here is our base, is 20 feet. But our height this time, we want to know the distance from the base to the highest point. Well, here's the highest point, but our base is all the way down here. Well, we can actually figure this out, go outside of the triangle, and this distance right here, because if we just sort of pretend that we're extending our base out a little bit, this would be our height. And let's say our height in this case is 12 feet. So we'll say our height is 12 feet. So again, we have our formula, 1/2 base times height. So we're going to say A equals 1/2 the base, which is 20, times the height, which is 12. And 20 multiplied by 12 is 240. And we're taking 1/2 of that. And so 1/2 of 240 is 120. our units are feet, so 120 square feet.